Greed can be a powerful ally.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Master Aiden Kenobi video. As the last few videos, we will be continuing our AI fanfiction series. I really hope you guys have been enjoying these videos, as I have, in finding out how in-depth the AI software can go with any Star Wars story I ask it of. Today's story will be, what if Finn wanted to become a Jedi, and in fact did become a Jedi throughout the Star Wars sequel trilogy. The story starts off like this. Finn had always felt like an outsider. Growing up as a stormtrooper in the First Order, he had never truly belonged anywhere. He had been trained to follow orders and to fight for the First Order, but he had never believed in their cause. One day, Finn was assigned to a mission on the planet of Jakku. It was there that he met Rey, a scavenger who had been living on her own since a young age. Finn found himself immediately drawn to her, and he began to see the world in a different way. He saw the oppression and suffering caused by the First Order, and he knew that he could not stand idly by any longer. So Finn made the difficult decision to desert the First Order and to join the Resistance. He had no idea what his future held, but he knew that he had to do something to stop the First Order and to help the people who were suffering. As he joined the Resistance, Finn became an important member of the team. He fought alongside veterans like Han Solo and Chewbacca and became a skilled warrior. He quickly proved to be a valuable asset, using his knowledge of the First Order to help the Resistance in their fight against them. But Finn knew that he was meant for something greater. He had always felt a pull towards the Force, and he knew that he could be a powerful Jedi. He had heard stories of Luke Skywalker and the Jedi Order, and he knew that he had to find a way to become a Jedi and follow their path. Finn began to train in the ways of the Force under the guidance of the Resistance leader, General Leia Organa. She had been trained by her brother Luke Skywalker, and she was able to teach Finn the basics of using the Force. Finn was a quick learner, and soon he was able to use the Force to enhance his physical abilities and senses. As Finn grew stronger in the Force, he began to have visions of the future. Finally, the day would come where Finn was ready to face the leader of the First Order, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. He knew that it would be a difficult and dangerous task, but he was prepared to do whatever it takes to bring peace to the galaxy. As he entered the First Order stronghold, he was met by an army of stormtroopers and dark-side adepts. The battle was fierce and intense, but Finn fought with all of his might, using the Force to take down his enemies. In the end, he reached the throne room of Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, where he found him standing on his throne, waiting for him. Kylo Ren taunted him, saying that he could not defeat him, and that he was more powerful than ever. But Finn was not intimidated. He knew that he had the strength of the Force on his side, and he launched a final attack on Kylo Ren. The fight was intense, each of them using their specific lightsaber combat skills to try and counter the other attack, with Kylo Ren using his dark side powers to try and defeat Finn. But Finn was able to resist the dark side's pull and use his strength in the Force to strike down Kylo Ren. In the end, Finn emerged victorious. He had defeated Kylo Ren and put an end to his evil once and for all. He had brought balance to the Force and saved the galaxy from certain destruction. As he stood victorious, Finn looked up at the stars, knowing that the Jedi Order would continue to thrive. He also knew that he had finally found his place in the world, and he had fulfilled his destiny. Finn was hailed as a hero by the people and the Resistance, and he continued to fight for peace and justice throughout the galaxy. He also trained new Jedi and helped to rebuild the Order, ensuring that the legacy would live on. As he continued to make sure that the legacy of the Jedi would live on, Finn would continue his journey as a Jedi. Eventually, he received a message from an old friend, Luke Skywalker. Luke had been in hiding for many years, but he had sensed Finn's growth in the Force and wanted to meet him. Finn was overjoyed to hear from Luke and quickly made his way to the planet where Luke was hiding. When he arrived, he was greeted by Luke, who was now an old man but still powerful in the Force. "Finn, it's good to see you," Luke said with a smile on his face. I've been watching your journey, and I'm proud of the Jedi you've become." Finn was humbled by Luke's words and couldn't believe that the legendary Jedi Master considered him worthy of his admiration. "Luke, it's an honor to meet with you," Finn said, bowing his head in respect. "I've always looked up to you, and your teachings have guided me on my journey." Luke smiled and placed a hand on Finn's shoulder. "You've surpassed my expectations, Finn. You are truly a Jedi, and it's time for you to take on a new role, to lead the new generation of Jedi and bring balance to the Force." Finn was taken aback by Luke's words, but he knew that he was ready to take on this responsibility. He had grown in power and wisdom, and he was ready to take on a new role as leader of the Jedi Order. Luke then told Finn about a Jedi temple he had found. It was hidden on a remote planet, and it was there that Finn would find all of the knowledge and training needed to become a true Jedi Master. Finn traveled to the planet with Luke, and there they had found the temple. It was abandoned, but still intact. It was there that Finn began his training to become a Jedi Master. Finn trained under Luke's guidance and studied the ancient Jedi texts and teachings. He learned how to harness the Force, how to use it for good, and how to bring peace and balance to the galaxy. As Finn completed his training, Luke passed on his lightsaber to Finn, symbolizing the passing of the torch from one generation of Jedi to the next. Finn was now the leader of the new Jedi Order, and he was ready to continue Luke's legacy. Finn, with his new role as a Jedi Master, led the new generation of Jedi in their fight for peace and justice. He worked closely with the Resistance and helped to bring stability to the galaxy. He also trained new Jedi, passing on his knowledge and skills to ensure that the Jedi Order would continue to thrive. Finn, as a Jedi Master, had become a symbol for hope in the galaxy, and his deeds would be remembered for generations. And that is another end to, once again, another AI fanfiction. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this AI fanfiction. Please be sure to like and subscribe down below. Also, comment down below what you thought of this fanfiction, as I thought it was quite better than the storyline of the actual sequel trilogy in real life. It's kind of crazy that the AI can create a better story than Disney and a bunch of professional executives and writers and creators. But then again, as always,